Greetings, my scattered brothers and sisters in the Lord. Trust you know the Lord is with you wherever you find yourself scattered today, and that you know that his presence with you is more than enough for whatever you might face today. Well, we continue on with Elisha, and you'll recall that he and his servant have been surrounded by the king of Syria. And Elisha's servant is fearful. He sees the army, the chariots surrounding them, and Elisha prays, Lord, open his eyes, and so that he's able to see that those who are with them are more than those who are against them. And his eyes are open, and he sees that they're surrounded by the Lord's army, chariots of fire, and that they're going to be okay. Well, the troops come against Elisha, and so Elisha prays for the Lord to blind them, and the Lord does. And the troops are blinded. Elisha goes out to meet them, and he tells them, the man you're looking for, he's not here. You're on the wrong road. You're in the wrong city. Follow me and I'll lead you straight to him. So it sounds like they're not totally blinded, but they can see, but they're confused. They're blinded to who Elisha is. And so they think that Elisha is actually going to help them find the man they're looking for, Elisha. And so let me go ahead and pick the story up. And it's 2 Kings chapter 6, and we'll begin with verse 15. When the servant of the man of God got up and went out early the next morning, an army with horses and chariots had surrounded the city. "Oh no, my lord, what shall we do?" the servant asked. "Don't be afraid," the prophet answered. "Those who are with us are more than those who are with them." And Elisha prayed, "Open his eyes, Lord, so that he may see." Then the Lord opened the servant's eyes, and he looked and saw the hills full of horses and chariots of fire all around Elisha. As the enemy came down toward him, Elisha prayed to the Lord, "Strike this army with blindness." So he struck them with blindness as Elisha had asked. Elisha told them, "This is not the road and this is not the city. Follow me, and I will lead you to the man you are looking for." And he led them to the city of Samaria. That's the capital city of Israel. After they entered the city, Elisha said, "Lord, open the eyes of these men so they can see." Then the Lord opened their eyes, and they looked, and there they were inside the city of Samaria. When the king of Israel saw this, he asked Elisha, "Shall I kill them, my father? Shall I kill them?" "Do not kill them," he answered. "Would you kill those you have captured with your own sword or bow? Set food and water before them so that they may eat and drink, and then go back to their master." So the king of Israel prepared a great feast for them. And after they had finished eating and drinking, he sent them away, and they returned to their master. So the bands from Syria stopped raiding Israel's territory, at least for a while. So Elisha leads them right into the center of the city of Samaria, where the king of Israel is at. And they're surrounded, they're basically captured. And their eyes are open, they realize where they're at, and I'm sure that they must have been fearful for their lives. And the king of Israel is thinking, wow, this is my opportunity. I can strike them dead, I got them surrounded, I can send a message, never raid our territory again. But Elisha says, no, that's not how to do it, that we need to feast, that normally you wouldn't kill a prisoner of war, and so we're not going to kill these men. We are going to feast and send them home. And so to his credit, the king of Israel agrees to do this and prepares a great feast for them and then sends them home, and there's peace. Now, this whole thing is just absolutely fascinating to me. One, Elisha is praying for his own man, the servant, to be able to see that those who are with them are more than those who are against them. And we see, sure enough, that the Lord is more powerful. And then, with this power, there is the opportunity to crush the enemy, to crush those who are against them. And instead, Elisha says, no, it's a time for peace, and sends them home, and there is peace. So this is kind of part two of this story. One is, recognizing that God's presence with us is more than enough for whatever we might be facing, for whoever might be coming against us. Part two The goal is peace. It's not simply destruction or victory or making somebody pay for coming against us. The goal is peace. And so Elisha says, prepare a banquet, prepare a feast, and then send them home. And lo and behold, at least for the moment, there is peace. And so wherever you find yourself scattered, I don't know who might be against you. I don't know what enemies might be attacking you. But two things. One, know that the Lord's presence with you is more than enough for whatever you might face, for whoever might be coming against you. But two, realize that the goal is peace. It's not revenge, it's peace. I can't help but think about Jesus' death and resurrection. That with his resurrection, you might think that, okay, he's coming back for vengeance. And what we discover is that Jesus is resurrected for peace and tells the disciples to go and preach the good news that he has died and risen and that there's forgiveness in his name. And so again, wherever you find yourself scattered today, whoever might be coming against you, realize those two things. God's presence with us, more than enough for whoever's coming against us. And second, the goal is peace. Well, God bless. Have a great day. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the sons of God.